Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Getting to this next bit now. One of my favourite parts of this talks is my hotspot questions.
Okay.
And I've also added this one as a quick fire question, but that's after my hotspots. So there's a 2-3-part questions. First part is, because you're a coach, from a coach perspective, is first part is a player you love to coach, a player you love to coach against, and a funny player you've coached.
Okay, so a player I love to coach. I mean, I did love to coach. Like, obviously, like every coach says, all of them. I'm gonna say, like Alison Gorel. She was with me for 2 years,
Yeah.
and she came in my second year, and she came for 2 years. And like, she's done some great things. She played for me. She couldn't sign anywhere, but then Sheffield were able to offer her like a good deal.
Yeah.
And then she played in Germany last year, but she's like super switched on. Started her own psychology, sports psychology business now. She may be coming back to play next year somewhere in Europe, but like just working with her was great. She was super positive, and even if I was having a hissy fit, you know, as coaches we have breakdowns too.
Yeah.
She was pretty good at saying, "Hey, what about this?" And you know, so like I always have a pretty good relationship with players, but I think she was one of the first I really enjoy working with, spending time with. Like, it was a professional relationship, and she was like, you know, she was like a sponge completely, and then would help me out if I needed some support. Or like, I remember one game, the first season, I went for a foul to advance, and then like a play to score. She goes, "Oh, why did you foul?" And I said, "Well, so she did miss. She did miss one of the free throws. We had a shot to like win, but we didn't win." I said, but she goes, "Well, what if she made them?" I said, "Right, well, I'm taking, you know, from a coaching point of view, I foul because I can control that. Like, I'm not saying that you guys can't play defense, but I can control the stopping the clock.
Yeah.
And then if she scores, then we still have time to maybe score 3 if we needed to, or whatever it was." Yeah. So, you know, we just had like pretty healthy conversations about stuff like that. So I really enjoyed that. A player I hate to coach against.
I like to coach against.
I would like to coach against. Okay. I don't know. There are so many good. So last year, I like to coach against. Okay, I like to coach against Leicester. Specifically, like Kate Oliver's a top player, and so's like Brielmore. I mean, they have some great players, but like for the past 2 years, I remember them, and I thought we did a really good job at home. We lost by 2. We held Bria and Kate to like 11 points combined. And then Sarah went for 29, so that was my bad on the scout. So you know, that was a tough one to take. And I love like coaching. I think Jesper is the best coach in the WBBL, hands down.
Okay.
So like I like coaching against him and seeing what he employs, and you know, it's I always like my battles with him.
Nice. And then I said a funny player you coached.
I mean, Ruth's up there, but Steph Gandhi, I coached her for 1 year. My God, she is pure jokes. Like she's just brilliant. I've been messaging her today. I watched her talk, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not done just yet." So I messaged her saying, "Look, any danger you want to come back to Newcastle?" I know it was a 100-mile round trip, but you know, the door's always open. So, yeah. I mean, Steffi was just brilliant. She was so great for the team. And even though she wasn't on our university team, when we won Bucks last year, she met us at Wetherby, hopped on the bus with bottles of champagne, and was in Tup till stupid o'clock in the morning, and still went to work. So like, you know, she's just brilliant. Like, she's absolutely brilliant. So I've got a lot of time for Steffi. Like, she's class.
Dope. Second part of the hotspots. Player you. All right, it's gonna sound odd, but it's not as bad as it sounds. A player you didn't like coaching. So there might be not someone that you hate personally, just some players you just think, they could get on your nerves sometimes. And a player you loved coaching, a player you hate coaching against, and a funny opponent player.
Okay, so I don't know, like I think. So I had a very good player, and like people who know me and people who know my team, I'm very honest. So like, we had a player called Evelyn who was a hell of a player, but we just didn't see eye to eye. You know, for whatever reason, it's a shame. She's a great person off the court. I felt she was a little selfish on the court, but she could like score the basketball. Like it was unbelievable. And I think, you know, I would say like, look, you can do all those things, but you have to understand you got teammates. And I just don't. We just didn't have the same, you know, philosophy, concepts. But she was a hell of a player, and so we just didn't have the greatest of relationship. She lasted 1 year. She went to play for Manchester, had a pretty decent year there. Then she went to a second team in Germany. I think she had a decent year. She just signed for Krummesh in Sweden. You know, so and I'm sure, like, you know, she was obviously young at the time, and like at that point I struggled. Like I was probably more like not militant, but like, you know, it's hard to. In this year, I think, you know, I've got players the same age as me, players that have played EuroLeague. Like, you know, I want to get on their experiences. But, you know, she was a tough player to work with, very skilled, very nice person, but a tough player. Then what was this? Then it was a player.
You didn't like coaching against your kryptonite player, that one player.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what? Siobhan Pryor, 100%. So like she's a gamer. So I had like my reservations about what she was like. You know, I'll be honest. Like I have no qualms with that. But then when we worked with her at the Commonwealth, she's one of the nicest people and a super competitor. And I think if you're not on her team, all you see is this super competitor, and like, you know, she can be a little bit of a bee, I suppose, is, you know, essentially what it is. And like, you know, she would like, you know, we're setting screens and she's like punching people through them. I'm going, ref, like you're either going to call me for a moving screen, but you're not going to like call her for punching the people to get like fair play. Like, and that's why she was like the first few years, she was an unbelievable defender. And like, I remember it was my first season, and this was the one where I made my team run and I was hated. We ran a stupid amount of suicides, Nicolette would have told you. And but I said that she wasn't a great player. Like, you know, I was new to the women's game at that level, didn't really do as much research as I probably should have done. And I said that she wasn't a shooter, and she hit 6 threes or 7 threes or something stupid. So like I did 29 suicides because I missed her off the scout for that. But like, you know, so she was just always a tough player to like play against. She was a gamer. She would have her teams back. She would start fights. You know, like she's just one of those players that you hate to coach against, but you would love to have on your team.
All right, fair enough. The catch-22 player, Siobhan Pryor.
Yeah.
And an opponent, a funny opponent you coach against.
A funny opponent.
I have a feeling.
I'm trying to. Huh?
I think I've got a feeling you might say, but.
Oh really? I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, so that she did used to play for us, but like even coaching, like again, like if I'm trying to be serious and we're playing Seven Oaks, and T says something, like I can't help but laugh. So like, you know, she has my own name for me. You know, she has my black person name, which is Cornell, and she'll just tell me, she go, Cornell, you need to shut up right now. And I'm going, T, I'm trying to coach my team. So like, she has no problem, and like, but with her, I can't help but like, yeah, and please don't tell her like she when we won the championship, I was like, in the beginning of the season, I said, if we win the championship, I'll get Cornell tattooed on my butt. We were drunk. It was the preseason, and I haven't even got it. And like, she just keeps saying, like, you need to get that tattoo. I'm like, all the players, like Nicolette, and I'm like, yeah, I probably should. I mean, I've got enough tattoos that one more won't hurt, but like, I just can't do it, you know. It's just... But yeah, so she will hammers me for that.
Oh my gosh, man, Cornell, flipping hell, that's hilarious. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna tell her that. I'm gonna ask her who Cornell is. See what she says.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she'll know.
Look, there it is. Hey, Cornell.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a quick fire question. So I gave everyone an opportunity to put their quick fire questions in. If you saw on the post, and I only picked one each time, and it's a quick fire. It's answer one or the other. Someone's asked, okay. Georgia or Julia? Go.
Georgia. Yeah, Jules I love, but Jules gave me so much headaches. What a player, but my God, we batted heads a lot. Whereas Gio, she was a fake nice, like she was nice to me, but would slag me off behind my back, so I was okay with that. I'm taking Gio, yeah.
That's dope. Oh man, this has been fun. So
everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.